Sequoia. Hello, Grandma here. And I'm looking for a tiger in the garden with Jeff. Can you see any tigers in my garden, Sequoia? Let's go and read a book all about where's the tiger in my garden.
And here's our book. There's a tiger in the garden, and here's Tiger, and here's Jeff, and they're going to help listen to us read the story. There's a tiger in the garden. Nora is bored. There's nothing to do, Grandma, she says matter-of-factly. Jeff the giraffe is bored too. There's Jeff. Can you see Jeff, Sequoia? You've got a tiger, a giraffe, haven't you? Why don't you play in the garden, says Nora's grandma. I thought I saw a tiger there earlier. A tiger, says Nora. There's no tiger in the garden. I'm too old for that silly games. I'm sure I saw one, she replies. And dragonflies the size of birds, and plants that can swallow you up whole, and a polar bear who likes fishing, though he's a bit grumpy. But most magnificent of all was the tiger. You and Jeff should go and have a look if you don't believe me. There you are, Sequoia. Do you think Nora believes her grandma? And there's Jeff waiting at the door. She's being silly, Jeff, says Nora, standing outside in the garden. There's no tiger here, just the same old boring garden with boring old plants and boring old... Shh! Something whizzes past Nora's face. It's a dragonfly. Wow, says Nora. Look how big those dragonflies are, Sequoia. How many of them can you see on the page? I can see lots and lots and lots. They're very big dragonflies. Well, Nora says to Jeff, there might be dragonflies as big as birds, but I know for a fact that there aren't plants that eat us up or a grumpy old polar bear, and there's definitely no tiger. There's Jeff in the garden. What are all of these things, Sequoia? What are they? Come on, Jeff, let's get home. So off Nora goes with Jeff. Jeff! Oh no, what are all these things? They're trying to eat up. Whoosh, 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 they're trying to get my Jeff. Oh, but she saved Jeff, didn't she, Sequoia? Little Nora saved Jeff. Fine. So, there are dragonflies the size of birds, and that bush definitely wanted to eat you, but I don't see any polar bear, and there's no sign of this ridiculous tiger anywhere. There's Jeff and there's Nora. Come on, Jeff, let's go home. So Jeff's going, following Nora. Hello, says a gruff, grisly voice. Hello, cries Nora. I suppose you're looking for that wretched tiger, aren't you? Says the polar bear. No one ever comes looking for me. He's very grumpy, isn't he, Sequoia? Do you think he's catching many fish? I think he's eating them all too. Oh, not you as well, shouts Nora. There is no tiger living in my grandma's garden. This is just ridiculous. Tigers live in the jungle and not in the garden. What can you see, Sequoia, above the trees? What can you see up here? What's that? And even though there are dragonflies the size of birds and plants that want to eat us, what's up here, Sequoia? What can you see? And you are a very grumpy polar bear. That is absolutely, definitely 100%. What's this, Sequoia? What's that? Tiger! Oh, says Nora. Hello, says the tiger. Oh, I think I would be a bit scared of the tiger. Would you be scared of the tiger, Sequoia? Tigers don't live in gardens, says Nora. Are you real? I don't know, says the tiger. Are you? Nora thinks about this for a long time. I don't know, she admits. How can you tell? I'm not sure you can, says the tiger. This makes Nora feel a bit funny. I have an idea, says the tiger. If you believe in me, then maybe I'll believe in you. I am real. And if you believe in me, says Nora, then maybe I'll be real too. Deal, says the tiger. Deal, agrees Nora. Come on, says the tiger. I'll give you a ride home. And so Nora and Jeff ride home on the tiger's back. They talk about breakfast and trampolines and grumpy polar bear. He really is extraordinarily friendly for a tiger. They're having a big hug, aren't they, Sequoia? Can you see the dragonflies? Have they got any of those plants that eat you in their garden? Can I come and see you again, says Nora, when they are near her house. Of course, says the tiger. Whenever you want to, I'll be here. Inside, Nora and Jeff sit down for dinner. There really is a tiger in the garden, isn't there, says Nora. I'm not sure, replies Grandma. Perhaps it's only a ginger cat. It's hard to tell sometimes. No, says Nora. It's absolutely, definitely a tiger. And do you know what? What, says Grandma? There's a mermaid in the bath. Splash. Bye-bye, tiger. Bye-bye, Jeff. Well, how did you enjoy that, Sequoia? There's a tiger in my garden. Because I really enjoyed reading that to you. How are those big dragonflies and that grumpy polar bear? I hope you can read this book again another time. And that's all for now. Bye-bye from Grandma.